Good morning, students. In this class, we are going to see how to create facial expressions and mouth shapes for lip syncing and dialogues and for acting and all these things. We are going to see how to create it and rig it. Okay. This this session of creating mouth shapes and facial expressions mostly involve modeling. Okay, 3D modeling mostly involve 3D modeling. Okay, I hope all of you have had a very good practice in modeling in the previous semesters. In the previous year classes, you will be having good practice in 3D modeling. So this is more of modeling and sculpting. Okay, so I think this may be interesting and maybe easy for you. Okay, we are going to create duplicates of the face or head. Okay, this is the base mesh. We are going to create duplicated. Okay, and we are going to keep this as base, and for each and every mouth shape and each and every expression, we are going to create a different facial model using this base face, and we are going to connect it through a technique called blend shapes. Then we are going to apply the on off, or we are going to make the connectivity to get connected with the controller curve using set driven key. Okay, and for your upcoming next classes, this is the one video you are going to have, because you need to create different types of mouth shapes and expressions, so that it may take time, right? And before that, let us have an introduction on the basic mouth shapes and few of the expressions. Okay, so actually I will include this in your reference files, okay, so that it will be easy for you to create. And you can see there are few basic shapes, okay, with which we can bring all the dialogues, all the pronunciations, okay, possibly visible in the face. Okay, when someone is speaking, right, if someone is saying the word hello, you can just imagine ha. Okay, that is mostly like a. Okay, so a, then close the mouth to o, hello, a, o. Okay, so just imagine, if the first frame is this, after few frames it is transforming into this shape. I can imagine hello or hello. Okay, right? So this is how mouth shapes work, and these are the few basic shapes. Okay, you can observe each and every shape clearly, and you can have a mirror and see your face, or you can take your mobile and turn off the display, and you can see the reflection and see your face mouth shapes. What are all the shapes your lips are taking, your lips are transforming into when you are pronouncing different types of punctuations. Okay, these are called phonemes, phonemes, phonemes. Okay, so these are all called phoneme shapes. Okay, even we can discard this ck, this shape, and this yeah, we can discard this shape. Okay, this we can bring almost after this shape. Okay, So these are this is the common shape for all these alphabets, right? And there are a few basic things like this shape MBP. Okay, so when both the lips are closed together, that is when we can pronounce or give the sound MBP. Okay, so and another pronunciation like F or V. See, I am telling the word fever, so my lower lips are getting twisted inside my mouth and caught hold by the upper teeth. So the word fever can be pronounced by the first shape of this kind of shape. Okay, the first shape of that word will be like this. See, if I am telling victory, again the V, it is the same shape. Okay, so it is like the word I am saying wonder, WONDER, wonder or world. Okay, right? And for OLD, old. Okay, older, and all these things mostly take up this shape. It is like a O shape. Okay, O shape and W shape are almost similar. Whenever we are taking the W shape, we need to imagine the mouth as O. See, just speak by yourself. Okay, say the word woman. Ooh. Okay, your lips will go closed and rounded. Okay, it will be narrowed. So woman. And again you can say open. So mostly the open and the woman, the first shape of the mouth will be almost same. Okay, so Q, I'm just telling, stand in Q, so that shape also, that Q shape also almost will be the same. Okay, and the U shape, when it comes to U shape, it is not like we are going to directly pronounce the U. Okay, whenever it comes, it can be in between or in middle. Okay, when I'm telling the word how are you, okay, I'm going to squeeze my mouth shapes little bit. How are you? Okay, it is mostly nearby related to the O shape, but O is completely closed and teeth are not visible. We can relax it little bit and we can show the teeth visible, that is U shape. Okay, see, in this example the difference is more. Actually the U shape should come more closer. Teeth should not be visible this much. Okay, this much teeth should not be visible for U shape. It should be little bit closer, but not closer up to this much, right? So up to like O, it should be little bit closer, the U. Okay, so all these phonemes, these are called phonemes, I told you, right? You just open your glass or window or what front camera, or turn off the mobile and see your reflection in the screen and just speak, and you can find we are doing all these shapes when we are pronouncing all these words. Okay, so when it comes for A shape, okay, A or I or A, we can say it not like A. Okay, it is like A. It should not be pronounced like A, it should be like A. It is also not like A, it is like somewhere in between the jaw drop. Okay, pull the jaw little bit down and add little bit E shape, that is A shape or A shape. Okay, this is A. You can see now, just listen to the voice and imagine this shape. See, A, it fits properly. Okay, this is A shape. Okay, see, I can tell I in the sense it is not directly we are going to spell like I. If I'm telling India, it is not I'm going to tell India. Okay, so for that I'm not going to take this shape. Okay, then I cannot say the word India. Okay, so this is mostly for A shape. Okay, and I it is little bit closer, it should be little bit closed compared to this thing. Okay, so the base shape is A, right? Keep it in mind. Then again you see the O shape, I told you, right? Here O, W, Q, U. Okay, it is U, and this is O, woman, wonder. Okay, for all these things you use this shape, and this is for old and all these things. And it is not like the word should start with this phoneme. Okay, see, keep in mind, we are not going to animate according to the alphabet. We are going to animate and create the shapes according to the sound. Okay, right? Here my word may be starting with W, but I cannot argue that I can start only with this shape. Okay, maybe the word W may be in between of a the letter W may be in between of a word. Okay, so for that and all we cannot take shapes. Okay, so wherever this kind of sounds are coming, there we need to put appropriate shapes. Okay, so for that, these are all the basic shapes. Okay, I will do one shape. Okay, your task is to do A shape, O shape, E shape, okay, MBP, FV, and this D shape. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 shapes at least you need to do. Okay, 6 shapes minimum you should do, right? And for U shape, it is mostly closed. Okay, compared to this, it should be mostly closed. It is optional, you can do. Okay, but 6 shapes you need to do, right? So I will start with doing one shape, and before the shapes, starting to do the shapes, I will show the expressions. Okay, yes, these are all the basic facial expressions. Okay, this is the facial expression buddy sheet. These expressions, all these expressions can fit in any kind of face. Okay, so any face can take these shapes, right? Even I'm having one more clear example with the human face itself. Yes, this one. Okay, so I will show you how to do one expression. Okay, so because we need to create blend shapes connectivity, then we should create animation controller connectivity, then we should create a set driven key connectivity, and all prior to this we need to create the controller curves setup. So we are having these many tasks. So I will show one example for both phonemes and the expressions. Then for phonemes you should do at least 6 shapes. So that is the task for your this class, and for the next class you should do at least 5 different expressions. Okay, using this expression sheet. Okay, that 5 different expressions should be different from one another. Okay, see, it is like one should be the closed mouth expression. Okay, maybe like concern, and the other one may be fear, the lips are lower, and the other one may be rage or anger, teeth is more visible. Okay, the other one is grief. Okay, more widely opened mouth. The other one may be surprise, moderately opened mouth, but with mostly the eyebrow expressions and all these things. Okay, see, for facial expressions we need to do along with all the facial features, but for mouth shapes we need to do only the lips and teeth. Okay, so see, you can take examples from here. Okay, see this shapes here. You are having more references, so 5 shapes you need to do. That is for your next class. Okay, this class you need to do 6 shapes of mouth, and the next class you need to do 5 shapes of the expressions. Then submit this for the next assignment, for the next homework, right? Okay, we will start doing an expression and in Maya. Okay, yes, see, I'm taking this head. Okay, this is a base mesh. I will give this to your I will give the link for this base mesh also. Okay, see, now I'm going to make a duplicate of this base mesh. Eyelashes, face, teeth. Okay, see, everything is separate here. I'm going to select everything and I'm going to group it. Going to give the name base mesh group. Okay, see, practically the facial muscles can deform. They can take different shapes to show us expressions, but the eyeball or the eyelid, okay, the eyeball will not change the shape. Also the teeth will not change the shape. Okay, so mostly when I select this facial mesh, I'm going to work mostly with this face, right? So I'm going to keep this base mesh group. Okay, let it be, and I'm going to simply duplicate better I can duplicate all these things. Okay, but we need to be careful when we are giving blend shapes. It may be in different groups, okay, but we need to make it clear when we are giving connections. So I'm going to duplicate the face, Control D. So this face I'm going to bring it here. Okay, and for this face I'm going to take the, you can see mouth is open, teeth is visible, so I need to take the teeth also. So I'm just going to delete it. I'm going to face teeth, face, teeth down and teeth upper. I'm going to do Control D. I'm going to bring it here. Come to front view. Okay, now I'm going to change the name, and also I'm going to bring it out of the group. Okay, so now I'm going to create one more group, like Control G. I'm going to create a group like double A, capital A and small a. Okay, then the pivot is somewhere else. Modify center pivot, and teeth pivot is also somewhere else. So select all the elements. Okay, modify center pivot. Okay, now I'm going to turn off this base mesh. Okay, so I'm going to create an empty layer. I'm going to add the selected objects, and I'm going to turn off the visibility of all this base mesh. Okay, so I'm going to have this face. Even in this face now, initially I don't need the teeth and all. Okay, so for that let me turn off the teeth and everything. Before that I'm going to create another empty layer. The first layer is base mesh. And invalid. Okay, what is the problem? Yes, base mesh, and this layer is R shape, capital A and small a. Okay, already exist. Okay, R shape. Okay, so here Okay, now I'm going to edit the face. See, it is very simple. First we need to understand the logic. Okay, according to the mechanism of our skull, only the jaw, lower part of the face will move, not the upper part. Okay, it is only for the crocodile the upper part of the face will rotate and the lower part will be staying in the ground. For us, for humans, the only the jawbone which is connected near to the ears. Okay, for near to the ears only, the from there it can be having a pivot point and it is rotating down. So open the mouth little bit, it is like pull down the jaw and make it little bit wider. That is the logic here. Pull down the jaw to make the mouth open and make it little bit wider. So that is what two steps we are going to do. So I'm going to modeling tab. Yes, and in modeling tab in edit mesh I'm going to take sculpting tools. Where is the sculpting tools? In mesh tools. Yes, in mesh tools sculpting tools are there. Yes, I'm going to take the sculpt tools, and before that we need to do only one side of the face. The other side automatically it should take influence from this place, in the sense duplicate the influence or duplicate the values. Okay, so for that I'm going to select the tool settings, and in symmetry settings, symmetry is off. Okay, I'm going to turn it symmetry object X, turn on symmetry. Okay, now I am going to do few things. Okay, see, first I'm going to show you a little bit, right? The first top part is bring the jaw down, then make good shapes. So to bring the jaw down, I need to select the vertices and edit the model and bring the jaw down. See, if I am selecting this tool, you can see the other side of the face. You can see my tool, it is a circle in the left side of the face, and you can see a black dot in the opposite side. So that is like duplicating the influence because we have turned on symmetry. You can see, I will show an example, right? Like when I am doing it like this, it is working in that side, the opposite side. So now I need to bring the jaw down. Okay, so I'm going to vertex mode. I'm not, so this opposite side is also getting selected, so I'm going to turn off the symmetry and I'm going to select the vertices. Okay, which vertices I need to select? This area, you can see my mouse pointer, this area I need to select. So I'm going to simply try selecting this area. Okay, and when I'm trying to pull it down, I can see few mismatches in the selection. So I'm just going back again, deselecting this unwanted vertices, and also I missed selecting this vertex and this vertex, and when I'm trying to pull, yes, it is coming down. Okay, but I should go into perspective view and I should see, yes, you can see here some unwanted vertices are selected. So I'm coming to right view, coming to wireframe mode, control select the unwanted vertices. I'm going to select on control and select the unwanted vertices. Okay, all these vertices inside are unwanted. Okay, now let me check. Okay, I feel this is okay for me. Okay, so I'm coming to front view. I'm just pulling this jaw down, okay, for R shape. Okay, now I'm just again going to select the teeth and I'm going to pull it little bit down. Okay, so I need to make the face smooth. You can see it is not smoother here, the vertices are overlapped. So for that again I'm going to take the smooth tool and turn on the symmetry, okay, come to front view, take the smooth tool. You should work only on the one side, okay, not both the sides. I'm just making the symmetry smooth. Okay, it is up to you, like how far you are achieving the shape. And also you should look for the smooth flow of the edges. The edge flow should be smooth. Okay, this is A and I want to make it more little bit sharper, so that I'm going to take this grab tool, come to front view, I'm going to grab this vertices. Okay, I'm going to grab this vertices. Okay, now again I'm going to smooth it. I'm going to take the smooth tool. Okay, and I can increase or decrease the brush size using the control. Click and hold control and click the left mouse button, move it inside or outside to increase the brush size. I'm just going to smooth it. Okay, now I feel this shape is okay for me to tell it is an R shape, and I'm moving the teeth a little bit down. Okay, or I can move it a little bit up. Yes, I'm coming to front view. Yes, I'm taking the reference. You can see the shape, it is like U and this kind of inverted shape that actually depends on the model. Okay, this is a base shape. Okay, teeth visibility of both upper teeth and lower teeth, and a jaw drop and little bit wide mouth. These are the criteria for R shape. Teeth should be visible, upper teeth, lower teeth, and the jaw should be down little bit, and its mouth should be open little bit wide. So all these three things we need to satisfy for the face. Okay, so when I'm turning on the base mesh, okay, I think I can increase the wideness of the face. Okay, I think I can little bit increase the wideness, but I should be careful, like I should not spoil the base mesh. Okay, I think this is enough. I'm going to reduce the brush size. Okay, it is 0.5 and I'm going to okay, I think this shape is okay for the shape A. Okay, now we will see how to create a controller curves, then how to do blend shapes, then how to connect it with the face using what expression editor, sorry, set driven key. Okay, also I will do one more shape for expressions. This is only for mouth. With for eyes, eyebrow and all, we will do one more shape we will do. It is like I'm just I will do duplicate one more shape for expression. Okay, so again I'm going to duplicate the even so here I don't need eyelashes and all for mouth shape, only mouth and teeth, so I have duplicated mouth and teeth. So for expressions I think I need mostly all of them, so I'm going to simply duplicate the group itself. Duplicate the group, Control G, duplicate the group itself. Sorry, yes, Control D, duplicate the group, entire group. Okay, now base mesh group 1. Okay, now this group I can say what this group is called as expression. Okay, which expression? Any expression. Okay, expression exp, that's all, right? So again let me turn off the, again I will create one more layer, and this layer I'm going to give the name expression. And this layer I'm going to add this, all this component. Okay, now I'm going to select the pivot. You can see when I select the teeth, okay, all the pivot is not perfect. Okay, so I'm going to select everything and center pivot, give center pivot, so that every object will have its pivot point on its position. Okay, now I'll turn off the base mesh. We will create some one weird shape. Okay, there is no much difference between, like, we created for mouth and I'm going to create it for the entire face. So it is like look at the shape called anger or terror. Okay, so let me take this shape terror, or let me take the shape anger, or what, some kind of shape which involves eyebrow action also. See, I'm including the texture materials also. You can map it, then it will be looking more realistic. Okay, so now again for this shape anger, okay, jaw open is there, you can see what, yes, you can see jaw open is there, teeth visibility is more, mouth is very wide, okay, and eyebrows are inwards. We need to note the key points: jaw open, wide mouth, teeth visibility, eyebrows are inwards, and cheek will go to the top. These 5 points, cheek will go to the top, eyebrows are inwards, mouth is wide, jaw is open, teeth is visible more. So this is one base analysis of this anger shape. We will try to apply all these things. Okay, I'm just going to try it as fast as I can. I don't know whether I can see, even I can turn this one off. R shape. Okay, R shape. Yes. So going to vertex mode, front view, jaw open. See again the problem, the symmetry is on. While selecting vertex, turn off the symmetry. And now I'm going to deselect unwanted vertices and select needed vertices. Okay, and now we should select and move. Yes, some unwanted vertices are selected. Okay, this is okay, and yes, okay. Now go to the perspective and select unwanted vertices, like hold control and select. Okay, come to wireframe mode and check and deselect all the things inside the mouth. Inside the mouth we don't want anything. Okay, yeah, this is what we want. This is enough. Okay, and I think also I need to select these two rows. So I'm going to select these two rows. Okay, the first thing we need to create is jaw down. Jaw down. Okay, now again I'm going to object mode. After creating the jaw down, you can see the smoothness has gone. Okay, so for that I'm going to turn on the symmetry. I'm going to smooth it, turn on the symmetry, object X. Yes, I'm going to smooth it, and I'm going to increase. Okay, control plus middle mouse button plus right side. Okay, increase, and left decrease the brush size. Relax the edges, the flow of edges. Okay, make it comfortable. Okay, I need to make it more wider. Okay, so for that I'm going to take another tool, like a very simple tool, and this upper part also should be going to the top. So I'm going to take the grab tool, strength 50. Okay, I'm sorry guys that I'm not good in modeling. Okay, so please bear with my horrible modeling skills, but I just wanted to show what are all the things we need to do. That's it. Okay. I'm just going to now I'm increasing brush size. Now it is fine. Previously the brush size is very small. Okay, actually if here there is an edge flow, that will be easier for us to edit. Okay, this is enough. I think now I need to use the smooth tool. Reduce the brush size. I think I didn't take, yes, this is the smooth tool. Decrease the strength. The problem with this particular model is here if we have had another edge flow, we can add more detail here. The mouth can be widely open very well. Okay, but see now what happened, it is looking very flat. So I think I can manually increase or move the mouth, this lips, by going to, it is like I'm going to vertex mode, turn off the symmetry, and I'm just going to select these vertices alone. Turn on the symmetry, yes, turn on the symmetry and select these vertices alone. Okay, and I'm going to move it. Before that I need to check any other unwanted. Yes, here you can see unwanted vertices are selected. Come into right view. Here unwanted vertices are selected, and here, yes, now I think it is fine. Even I can remove this vertices also. Yes, control select. Now this is okay. Okay, now I need to adjust this area and this area. So again I'm going to take the smooth tool, okay, yes, I think this is enough. Okay, now I'm just going to bring the teeth a little bit down and bring the upper teeth a little bit down. Okay, the teeth visibility is more. Bring the teeth a little bit down, and I can pull up the upper lips also. So I'm going to pull a little bit. Yes, I'm going to smooth it. Yes, I hope this is enough. Okay, for the shape anchor. Okay, see, again I'm telling, I'm doing it for just for the representation purpose. I know you're very good in modeling, and I want all of you to do better. Okay, and we have completed jaw drop, teeth visibility, mouth wide open. Okay, we should bring this cheeks little bit upper. So again I should go to the go and take the grab tool, and so I should increase the influence value of the grab tool into 100. But see, practically it should be visible, but it should not spoil the model. Okay, I think I'm spoiling the model. I'm sorry for that. Okay, actually it is not a good practice. Like I can use the sculpt tool even. Okay, so that okay, yes, in the sculpt tool I have increased the strength, and I'm just increasing the cheeks. Okay, the cheeks should get little bit bigger. Okay, yes, the shape has been badly deformed, but we can smooth it again. But see, when your mouth is getting wider, your cheek should bulge a little bit. Okay, so I hope you can do it. No hard edges. That's it. You can smoothen a little bit again. Okay, I'm just going to reduce the size 0.5. See, this is not, I'm teaching you the what character modeling and all. It is the technique, but for that I should finish show you at least 2 different techniques. That is why I'm trying to do it, and I'm sorry for not being a good modeler. Okay, so okay, the cheeks came up. See, I'm just telling you the logic, how to dissect the procedure when it comes for each and every expressions. Okay, everything is good. Okay, for me the angry and the eyebrow part should be little bit more what bulky, or it should be more thick. So for that I can take any what the bulge tool. Okay, and I feel the teeth should come little bit forward. Okay, let it be this shape. Let me stop here because I'm not going to teach you the modeling techniques. You are good at it. I'm just going to close all this modeling stuff, and we will open the base mesh and we will open this shape. Okay, so some visibility visible difference we need to show. So now we are going to create controller curves. So to create controller curves, I'm going to take an AP curve tool. I'm going to create a box like this. Sorry. Just going to snap it here. Yes. Okay, that's all. Again, I'm going to duplicate it. For this, I'm going to give the name box controller. So actually the pivot is somewhere here. I'm going to modify and make the pivot into center. So the center pivot, and I'm going to give the name as phoneme and expression controls. Phoneme controls and expressions separately we need to do, but we are going to make it here itself. So for that I'm going to take text, create text. Okay, create something called a type here. You can type the mesh, actually give the name. It is like phoneme and expression controls. Okay, sorry, I should change the name here. Control Z. Yes, I should type 1. Yes, here I should change the name, phoneme and expression control. Okay, phoneme and expression controls. Okay, so I'm going to bring it to the top, resize it, and this is a mesh. Actually we need to change it into curves, so I need to change it into curves. Like I'm going to modify, and I'm going to find convert. This is which type of mesh? This is polygon, so I'm just going to convert polygon to curves, or convert type to curves. Yes, convert type to curves. Okay, now when I move it, you can see the curves are created. Okay, right, and also you can see groups are created. This is type mesh and this is type mesh curve. Okay, so better click on this type mesh and delete it. Now we need only this type mesh curve. So for each and every single attribute you will be having a name in the outliner. Okay, don't bother about that. Simply change the name controller text, or just give the name phoneme curves, phoneme text curves. That's all. Okay, it is just to understand. Now modify the pivot and make it to the center pivot, and come to the front view and bring it on top of, this is box control actually. So here we need to write box controller group or box controller curve, box controller. Okay, I'm just going to bring this phoneme control and keep it on top of the box control. Okay, I'll just move it little bit from the grid so that it can be visible. Okay, now it is visible. Phoneme and expression control. And I'm making this box little bit bigger, and actually for this box we are not going to give any input, we are going to add contents to this box. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm just going to select both of this and bring it on center on top of the base mesh, and I'm going to keep it here. Now I'm going to create two different parts like phonemes and expressions. So for that again I need to create different shapes. Like first I'm going to take a shape of this box, making it Control D, duplicate. Okay, reduce the size. Okay, I'm just going to bring it and keep it here. Okay, and again I need to create one more controller, that is pan controller. Again I'm going to do duplicate, Control D. Again I'm going to reduce the size. Okay, reduce the size in this way. Okay, make it here. I'm going to keep it here. This is the 0th position forward set driven key. Okay, this is normal phase. When it should be coming, when it pulled down, this phase should change into this shape. Okay, so now I need to give proper connectivity inputs, names and all these things. This shape I'm going to give a name called R shape. So for that again I'm going to create text, or it is called type. In the type I'm going to change the type name as R. One is capital A and small a. Give enter. Okay, bring it to the top. Where is it? Yes, that R type mesh. Yes, modify, change, convert into type to curves, then select the type mesh and delete. Okay, change the name a curve, then modify center pivot, reduce the size, bring it and keep on top here. Okay, see, I told you need to create 6 different shapes for mouth alone. Okay, R shape, E shape, O shape, F shape, MBP shape. Okay, R, E, O, then U or the shape, and F and MBP. Okay, F, MBP, R, E, O. This is compulsory. The another one shape you can take by your own. Okay, so I'm going to make here. I'm going to keep it here. Okay, make a little bit both of them bigger. Okay, I'm going to put it here. Okay, it is fine now. Now I need to give proper all this freeze transform and all these things. Okay, so I'm going to select all these things. I'm going to create edit, delete by type, history, modify, freeze transformation. Okay, and in the first class when we are rigging a lamp, we have created a control for the switch. For that we have used attribute editor to create unwanted attributes like this box and the text and all these things to change as reference. Okay, same thing we are going to do it now. Okay, so I'm going to select this R curve, this phoneme curve, box controller 1, box controller 2. Okay, change it into a box control. Now change the name into a pan. Panning means panning up and down. Pan control. That's all. Okay. See, actually all the controllers, curves and all these things we need to put under one group. Okay, we will do it. And for expression we need to create one more controller. So I'm going to duplicate this again. Okay, control D, I'm going to duplicate, and here I'm going to do 5 expressions, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so here I'm going to give the name. This is for expression angry. AI box control look like. I'm going to angry box control and angry pan control. Okay, so I'm going to select again, edit, delete by type, history, modify, freeze transformation. Right, for this I need to have a label here. That label I'm going to create through type. Here the text type I'm going to give the name angry. Okay, now I should select the type mesh here. Okay, that I should bring on top, and again I should go to modify, convert the type mesh into type to curves. Okay, now again I'm going to select this type mesh. I'm going to delete it. Behind you can see the curves. So type mesh curve, I'm going to change it like angry control, or angry what label, angry label, label. Label here also it is the label, right? Angry label. Okay, label. Okay, so I'm going to reduce, modify, center pivot, reduce the size, keep on top here. That's all. Okay, see, it is not like only you can do in vertical way. You can keep this box in horizontal way. Here 0, here 1. Okay, like the, see, I'm doing it in up and down. You can keep it right and left also, no problem. Okay, so again we need to box controller, phone, all these controllers group, we are going to make it a group. Okay, and give the name controller curves. That's all. Under that, box controller is there, phoneme controller text curves is there. Again this box and A for pan, and okay, make it the hierarchy clearly. Okay, and angry label. Okay, yes, make the hierarchy clear. Now we need to change everything into what? Reference mode. So go to, select this entire group, modify center pivot, control A, and go to channel, sorry, attribute editor, and in limit, in display. I hope you remember we did this in the first exercise. Okay, in display you can see drawing overrides, enable overrides. Okay, then the display type is normal, make it into reference. That's all. Now everything is become reference. Okay, everything is become hidden. Okay, everything become hidden mode. unless until you select things in outliner, everything will be remaining hidden. I mean in reference mode, you cannot select it from there. Okay. Now I need to make only this curve as movable. Okay, other all these things can be reference, stale reference, but this thing I need to make it up and down. Okay, so that I can give set driven key connectivity. So for that I'm going to select this AA pan control and angry pan control. Okay, again I'm going to same attribute editor, drawing overrides, yes, limit display, drawing overrides, enable override, make it, that's all. It is by default normal, so I can select it. Yes. Okay, right now. Okay, but this thing is not selected, I think so. Okay, it is in black color, this changed into blue color. Okay, AA pan control, again I enable override normal. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to set the upper limit and lower limit. You can remember for the table lamp we have created switch. For that upper limit, lower limit we have created. Okay, same thing we need to create it here. And before that, in which axis it is moving? Translate Y. Okay, so other than translate Y, we need to, okay, I need to do modify freeze transform for this. Actually I have moved it. Even for this pan control, box control, yes, modify freeze transform. Sorry, not for that one. Where is this box? This is angry box control. Yes, angry box control, modify freeze transform. Yes, for this and all no needed. I just mistakenly did instead of doing for this. Now I'm going to select this two, both of them. I'm going to right click and turn off all these things unwanted. Lock and hide selected, translate Y also lock and hide selected, translate X. Now we are having translate Y, which is needed for us. Okay, this is fine. Okay, now I'm going to create the upper limit and lower limit, because I don't want this pan controllers to move out of the box. I want to set the limit, maximum limit and minimum limit. Okay, so I'm going to attribute editor. Again in attribute editor, okay, there I can see an option limit information. Okay, so I'm going to select first this AA control and rotate, not rotate, I want to translate Y I want actually, because you can see all the other values are hidden, only this is enabled. Okay, translate X and Z we have locked it, only Y is enabled. So I'm going to make this is the maximum value or minimum value. We will check it. I'm going to move the zero limit to the minus and tick mark. Now okay, this is staying there. Okay, I need to make it in a different way, so I need to move it to the right and make it 0. Okay, this is staying here. Okay, now I should pull it down. Better come to front view. Okay, now I should pull it down, and this value I'm transferring here. Click on tick mark. Okay, so that's all. This is fine. So the same thing I need to do for this controller also. So the 0th value I'm moving to the maximum value and I'm giving tick mark. Okay, and this again I'm pulling it to here, bring it this side give tick mark. Okay, this is done. We have done creating controllers, box controllers. Now we need to do two important steps. Okay, one is creating or connecting blend shapes, and the other one is giving set driven key. Start doing this. Okay, now I'm going to show you. Okay, select this base shape, sorry, the transformation shape. It is like phase 1. I'm just going to name it as AA shape, AA face. Okay, this is angry face. Okay, angry face. Okay, this AA face, I'm going to select this, shift select the base, select this. Before that, you just open, go to rigging, go to deform, open the blend shape. Okay, keep it here. Select the base, shift select the head, sorry, the transformation shape base. Oh, I'm sorry. Select the transformed shape, shift select the base shape, and give the name of that shape node, that is AA underscore shape. I'm going to give create. That's all. You can see here result AA shape 1, because already AA shape is there in our animation controls and everything. Okay, so now when I select this base shape, I can see in my channel box AA shape 1 and tweak 2. Discard the tweak, simply click on AA shape. Here you can see this AA shape is being influenced by this AA face, A face. See, A face is 0 now. If I make it 1, you can see the changes happening here, right? The problem is the teeth is upper. Okay, because I need to again do it separately. I need to give it blend shape for this one and this one. Okay, and again I need to do set driven key for teeth separately. Okay, to avoid this, you do combine everything, then you do. Okay, then you start doing. Now that's all we have done with this R shape. Okay, see, when I am trying to bring down the jaw, if I have combined the teeth, by automatically it would have came down. Okay, so now you need to do like that, and I'm going to attach this one to this one, angry face to face. Select the, open the blend shape. Okay, and select this deformed shape, shift select this base shape, give the shape node name angry face or angry shape, create. Now when I select this base shape, you can see two inputs, one is for AA shape and one is for angry shape. When I click AA shape, you can see AA face, this face is influenced. When I click angry shape, this angry face is influenced. So when I'm doing this, you can see the effect is being applied. Okay, okay, both the things cannot be applied in the same time, so I'm just going to remove this. I'm just going to take the AA shape, R shape. This is angry face. You can see the difference in the eyebrow and the cheeks. See, if the texture is proper, then it will be visible clearly. Okay, now this is the logic. You need to do 6 different mouth shapes. then 5 different expression shapes. Okay, now I'm going to add this controller connectivity to this shapes using set driven key, right? And you know how to do set driven key very well, so I'm just going to animation tab, go to key and take the set driven key set, open it. Okay, I'm just keeping it here, okay. So this angry pan control, this is the driver selected as driver, and which is the driven here. Select here, go to the angry shape. So angry shape is the driven, load as driven angry shape. Okay, so in this angry shape, the angry face we can see here, sorry, the angry shape, the angry face. Okay, the angry face is going to be get connected with the translate Y. So I'm going to select this and translate Y. Okay, translate Y is 0 and angry face, okay, right, it is 0. Just give key, and I'm going to select the angry controller, translate Y, bring it down, select the angry face again here, the angry shape. You can see the connectivity already happened. Now I'm going to make it to the maximum 1 and I'm going to give key. Okay, now let us check the connection has happened or not. Yes, that's all. It is easy, we just did within 2 minutes. Okay, similarly we are going to do with this one also, the A shape or the A shape. A shape, go to option and low, selected as driver, and in this phase go to A shape and selected as driven, and this A shape, A face. Okay, actually this thing should be selected as driven. Okay, so this attribute is getting connected with translate Y. So now both are in 0th position. Okay, this is in 0 and this is also in 0. So just give key. Now bring it down and select the face value here and make it 1. You can see the change here and give it key. Right, now I'm just going to, yeah, that's all. So sorry for taking more of the time. It is like you need to concentrate on modeling. Okay, I'm not that much expert in modeling as like you people, so I hope you understood this concept good. So for each and every shape, every expression, you need to create multiple duplicates. At base mesh, for 5 expressions, create 5 different head shapes. For 6 different phonemes, create 6 different head shapes. Okay, or you can do at least 5 different phonemes. I told you, right? A, E, M, B, P and F, V and O. At least 5 you need to do. Okay, at least 5 expression and 5 phonemes you are okay, because it should, right? Thank you.